Okay, I decided to go ahead and make a video because the pictures of the links, they were broken. So here is my 1971 Appleby 14-foot Jon Boat that's modded. I got all my ideas on how to build this from 10boats.net. It's basically a website for aluminum boats, so if y'all want to check that out. And I'm just going to go ahead and go over the things that are wrong with it. Okay, this side, this is the tire that's smaller. And here are the bunk boards. Should rip right there. And then, I don't know if you could tell, but it does lean a little bit. Yeah, I can't really tell in the video, but it does lean. And then here's the other tire. This is the bigger tire. And then here are the bunk boards for it on this side. Now the trailer has a fresh coat of paint on it. The lights do work on the trailer. And the boat also as well has a fresh coat of paint on it. Oh yeah, and also it does need a new bow stopper. The one that I had on it was wooden, and last Sunday I winched it up too hard and it split it in half. So it does need a new rubber bow stopper. I don't know if you can see the crack. There it is. It kind of scratched it right here. Tags on the boat don't expire till July of next year. Like I said, the boat has a new deck and carpet. The wood was coated with 3 coats of polyurethane paint to help protect it from the water. And I'm just going to go ahead and start at the front of the boat and work my way back. Okay. Here is a Minn Kota Endura C2 40-pound thrust trolling motor, 5-speed. It does work. Speed 1 and forward, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And in reverse, we have 1, 2, and 3. And the transducer is mounted to the front of the trolling motor. And this is a transamount trolling motor. I did mount it to the bow. So you can see this is just a 2x4 and a 4x4 aluminum angle. And it's just screwed in to the 2x4 and screwed in to the aluminum. It does move, but it won't come off. And one thing about the trolling motor, when you're on speed 5, sometimes it will stop, sometimes it won't. But if it does stop, what I usually do, I usually go turn it back to the off position. And then what I did, I mounted I think it's a 40 amp or 50 amp circuit breaker. If it does stop on you, it's a manual circuit breaker. So there's a little button right here. If you push it, it'll reset it and it will start working again. And this is the battery compartment right here. There's 2 batteries. This one I use for all the electronics, the lights, bilge pump, fish finder. And this one is just for the trolling motor. So yeah, this is the battery compartment. Okay, I'm just going to try to get every angle of the boat as much as I can. And fish finder would go right there. It has 3 seat bases, one right here, one right there, and then one in the back. The conversion for this boat was done in February of 2012, so I have all the receipts for what I bought. So basically everything you see on here is new. The wiring's new, seats, seat poles, trolling motor, carpet, deck, hinges. Oh yeah, and here's a rod holder base, and then another rod holder base in the back. And right here we have storage compartment. And there's the other battery. This battery I just used for the screen fish light. And then here's one of the rod holders. Just like that. And then twist that little bronze thing right here. And then there's 2 life jackets, fire extinguisher. The other 2 life jackets are in the shed. And there's batteries. And then it does have a bilge pump switch, 3-way, manual, off, and auto, but I only use manual. I really don't use auto. Oh yeah, and the boat does leak. It is an older boat, so the rivets do leak, but I did seal them with 5200 to help stop the leaks, but they'll still leak. But you're still able to fish on it all day. That's one of the main reasons I installed the bilge pump when I did the conversion. Okay, and then here's the pole base back here for the stern light, and the pole base up front for the bow light. Okay. Here's a 3-gallon gas tank. Here's the bilge pump. This only opens to right there, just because when I installed the rod holder, I didn't want this to open up all the way and hit the rod when you're fishing. So it only opens up to right there. And then there is the bilge pump and the float switch. I don't know if you can see, but it is a 500 gallon. Here's the drain plug. I usually wrap that plumber tape around it. Just put it in. I do have the title for the boat, and it is in my name. Let's see if I get underneath the boat so you can see. This is a Dilly trailer, but I just registered it as homemade. It does have some scratches from going out. Okay, and here's the motor. It's a 1972 Mercury 7.5 tiller motor. It does work, but it does take quite a bit of pulls to get it to start. And like I said, it will run, but sometimes it will die on you when you're going forward because the primer bulb on the fuel line won't stay hard. And then here's the other motor over here. Oh yeah, and this motor I don't have the title for, but I do have the paperwork from when I bought it from a guy. I just never had the time to go get it titled in my name, but I do have the paperwork for it. That's why I said I don't have the title for it. And then this motor over here is the 1973 Mercury 7.5 tiller motor. Doesn't work. And there's the stand that I built. And then there's the other gas tank. It's either 5 gallon or 6 gallon. But yeah, this one doesn't work because the lower unit's messed up. And here's some of the parts to it. Well, I try to take it apart and fix it, but I couldn't. There it is. And the thing to pull it is in the bag. And the parts are interchangeable. I'm guessing if you want to, you could put the lower unit from that motor onto this. But I haven't tried it. But yeah, here's the other motor. And I do not have the title or any paperwork for this motor. But this is the motor that does not work. But yeah, here's the 14-foot Jon Boat. Oh yeah, and here's the other rod holder. Oh, and here's the cover for the boat, and then the cover for the motor. Okay, I don't think I'm missing anything else on it. But yeah, here is the 14-foot Jon Boat.